The initial energy comes from the lowest point of rocket, similar to the one seen. The whole assembly is pushed through the stratosphere, consisting of 50 miles of thick, heavy air. The first rocket is then dropped, its fuel igniting a second rocket at an altitude of 140 miles. A round ball at the nose is stripped. This is the satellite. The second rocket burns out but carries the assembly into a third and final rocket, takes over, carrying the satellite into a frozen world. The tremendous power rushes the satellite off on its own, going about 18,000 miles an hour, and circles the Earth once it's finds its natural orbit.
Good morning, America. I'm Betty Benson with my co-anchor, Jordan Rinaldi, and this is the USSU News.
For the record, today is October 4th, 1957.
Let's get right into today's segment.
Tell me, Betty, do we have any updates about the Cold War?
Yes, I do, Jordan. We just got word that the Soviet Union just launched the first ever satellite into space.
And we have been granted a private interview with the chief designer, Sergei Kardoli.
Correspondent Mr. White Simpson is there right now.
Let's go straight to him.
For me into your guys' lab. It is an honor being here. So, what were your thoughts when you were designing the satellite, and what were your challenges?
Well, our biggest challenge was getting into space as though it is small, about the size of a beach ball. It actually weighs 183 pounds, getting it into the perfect elliptical orbit as well.
So, how long do you expect Sputnik to be in space?
We plan it on being up there for about 3 months.
Some people have claimed to be able to see Sputnik. Is the satellite visible to a naked eye?
By the time its satellite completely launched, it's not visible. What onlookers are actually seeing is the booster, which is the first rocket that breaks off from multiple stage launch vehicle.
Well, thank you for your time, Sergey. The Americans have already started expressing concerns. Amidst the Cold War, the Soviet Union has gained popularity as they built themselves from the bottom up. Now they beat the most technologically advanced nation into space, and for this, admiration will increase. In the past, Russia has made threats which, up until now, were taken seriously. The people worry the Soviets are most capable than expected and may be more effective. Now back to Betty Benson and Jordan.
Those are real concerns. We have one more interview at NASA, which will hopefully clear up some of this thick air.
We'll see you after this short break.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Charlie Charlton, who works here at the NASA headquarters. Hi, Mr. Charlton.
Please, call me Charlie.
Okay, Charlie. The question everyone is asking is why or how did the Russians beat us to the draw?
I think I speak for the entire program when I say it comes as a shock. We of course expect this to be the first to launch a human spacecraft. We both were in a race, and naturally one of us had to come first. It just so happens it was them.
And how does this make you feel?
We're disappointed, of course.
Some Americans have reached out and told us they're scared that this win for the Soviets means the Soviet Union is now more technologically advanced than us, and that this is the start of a space war. What would you say to those citizens?
Well, Betty, Americans and the Soviet Union are the most advanced in the countries, and that's not opinion, that's facts. We definitely got set back with this event, but I assure you all, this is nothing to be frightened of or worried about. This was a race we lost. We just use this as experience and motivation to do better and come back 10 times stronger.
And as for the idea of a space war?
I think war is a very strong word. This is not a violent, but it's competitive. Like I mentioned before, we wanted to be the first, but this does not lessen or admiration for what the Soviet Union did today.
What can we expect from NASA in the future?
We will of course launch our own satellite, and from there we will, the world will just have to wait and see.
All right, Charlie, thank you for giving us your time.
Of course.
Back to you, Betty. Russian reports continue to express success and no technical difficulties. The space competition with the Soviet Union has been shaken and Cold War tensions have risen. This is Betty Benson with USSU News. Good evening.